strategic partners. Our first experience with transformational leadership, with transforming leaders, actually happened by accident 15 years ago. And we were working with a faith-based organization whose head was a pastor. And they were engaged, in the city of Detroit, they were engaged in a $15 million capital campaign, which, for some of you around the table, that's a worthy amount. For others of you, that much comes in the door before noon. But let me tell you, in 1993, for them, this was a big deal. And in the course of that project, there emerged a gentleman who became a $16 million donor. $15 million campaign, single gift of $16 million. Goal of 15, campaign ended with $32 million on the table. Those of us that are in the world of fundraising are excited about that. I generally get very excited. Mostly dance around, but they're trying to take my picture, so I'm supposed to stay in the frame. But that's not what the issue is right now. The issue right now is that the pastor in charge began when this gentleman emerged, very resistant to having anything to do with them. Fundraisers, go fundraise. And the people in the fundraising arm of that organization properly insisted, in some cases vigorously insisted, that pastor needed to have direct, hands-on work with this fellow. And I'm going to shorten the story for purposes of not putting you to sleep early in the game. Over the course of about a year, that pastor did indeed take this on. And when the campaign was finished, he gave me a book, and inscribed in the book a message which I consider one of the best follow-up messages I've ever heard from a client, in which he said, "The money's great, but what happened in this project," and he's making reference to the gentleman in question, "what happened in this project was probably the most significant event in my pastoral career. For me, learning that my service to this man was more important to him than the $16 million he gave me transformed my ministry. I felt like Saul must have felt when he got knocked off his horse on the road to Damascus." That experience is what's going to have to be grounded in the kind of people that take on the organizations that you are all part of right now. And the way by which that's done, and how we prepare people for that, we've got to get at it, is heavily in our mind. But as we get into that, we're going to start